Okay, everybody, let's do it. This is going to be a little segment we're going to do every week. It's called the Gambler's Corner with me. I'm Eric. I'm first going to give you a little bit about my sports betting background, and then I'll give you my picks for this week. Follow along and go on the roller coaster ride with me all season long, and let's see how we do. Okay, first I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Been gambling on sports my whole life. Take it a little bit seriously. I was mentored by the world famous, the late, great Tony Salinas, the gambling cowboy out of Las Vegas, dear friend. Died a couple years ago, but I'll be sharing some tips and tricks that he gave me along the way. I'll refer to him as the cowboy going forward, so if you hear that, that's where that comes from. I actually have a partner. We do some data and some regressions. He wants to remain anonymous. I'm trying to get him on the show with me and do a little bit. We'll call him Mr. Analytics for now. He actually does sell picks, but if I refer to Mr. Analytics, that's who that's going to be. And as for my resume, I finished in the top 10 two times in the MyBookie Handicap Challenge, the year-long Handicap Challenge. Top 5 once, top 10 twice. So I do have some validated records, but we're going to follow along the year. So we're going to start off with a $5,000 bankroll. Each unit's going to be a $100 bet, and we're going to see if I can run it up, try to see what we can do throughout the year. And we'll go over my picks for Week 1 NFL season, just to make sure this is going to be recorded. I'm recording this on Wednesday, and the Travis Kelce injury for the Kansas City-Detroit game on Thursday Night Football is still a little bit iffy. So if I do something then, I might update, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do anything on that game, waiting to see what happens with that injury. First game I want to do is the Baltimore-Houston game. Baltimore 5-0 in the last 5 versus Houston when they're playing at home. Baltimore always comes out the gate hot. 7-1 home openers under John Harbaugh. They win by average 28 points a game in the home openers, and they've won 7 of them by double digits. I think Houston is just too young, starting a rookie quarterback. I don't think that defense is ready, and when Lamar Jackson plays, the Baltimore Ravens ball out. I think there's going to be too much for them. I think they're going to cover the 10-point spread. I'm going Baltimore. You will not see me picking double-digit spread teams very often. I actually love points, but this one specifically I think is just a little bit of an outlier, so we're going to go Baltimore in that one. Next game we're going to do is the Browns-Bengals at Cleveland. Browns are going to get 2.5 points. And actually, I'll tell you this, in my early days online, my avatar, my name was Captain Hook, because I'm known for buying the hook. So we're going to buy that hook up to 3 points. And we're going to have the Cleveland Browns +3 at home versus the Bengals. Joe Burrow 1-4 lifetime against the Browns. The Browns just have his number. He is coming off that injury, and it's a divisional game. Divisional games rarely, those 3 points come into play with the divisional games. So we're going the Browns there. Third game we're going to do, I'm going to take Pittsburgh Steelers at home against San Fran. Pittsburgh getting 2.5. Once again, we're buying the hook. Captain Hook back at it. Pittsburgh was 6-1 last season against the spread in the last 7 games. They were on fire. I think they're going to keep building off that. You know, the Brock Purdy injury situation still iffy for San Francisco. And also, San Francisco on the road traveling West Coast to East Coast, that's difficult to do. We all know that. We know how that plays out, the time zone change. We know they've been there a little bit early, but I think Pittsburgh will cover the 3 points. Washington, Arizona, last 5 games, 5-0 straight up against the spread versus Arizona. I think Arizona's tanking for Caleb Williams, the USC quarterback, the projected Heisman winner. He's going to be the obvious number 1 pick. I think Arizona's going all in. They're done with Kyler Murray, new regime change. I think it's over for them. I actually think they're tanking games. I like Washington there. And then we have the Chargers -3 against the Dolphins. West Coast game, traveling east to west. The Dolphins don't travel well. Jalen Ramsey on the injured reserve. I think the Dolphins have a couple injury concerns, and I think they just don't come out of the gate hot, to a rhythm passer. Maybe he comes out off rhythm. I like the home teams, love home teams. So we're going to go the Chargers -3 in that game. And then finally, for a little bit of fun, we're going to have a 3-game moneyline parlay. I'm taking the Vikings, the Washington Commanders, and the Jacksonville Jaguars, all even money, 100 to pay 165. So we're going to try to pick up a quick 1.5 units on that one. So I'll have I'm going to have the numbers up on the screen for you. Follow along, and we'll see how we do. We'll update this throughout the season. This is going to be the Gambler's Corner with Eric. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much.